Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. How y'all doing today? Good. In this video here, you're going to come along with me in my sewing vlog. I am going to take you through me finding the fabric, me figuring out the pattern I'm going to use, and me making and executing what I want to make. I have been seeing all over my YouTube, my Instagram, my TikTok feed, people sewing their summer Pinterest boards, and I thought, girl, why not? I made a few things. Why not try to make my own clothes for the summer? This August, I will be turning 30, and I'll be going on vacation. So I thought, why not try to make some outfits for my summer vacation? So it's now July, maybe 2nd? Yes, July 2nd. And I'm going to take you through that process. So in this first clip, you're going to see me go to my local thrift store, find a bed sheet set, and fall in love with it. And you'll see how the rest of that goes. If you're new here and you've never ever seen me before, hi, my name is Trinice. I am a small business owner of a luxury crochet handbag brand, but I'm also a DIY and crafty girl. So that means I love sewing vlogs, I love crafting vlogs, I love DIYs. It's what I love to do. And I also just love day in my life. So I take you along with me on me just running my errands, dilly-dallying as us gals do. So if that is something that you're truly interested in, whether it's behind the scenes of my small business, packing orders, prepping for markets and market vlogs, to sewing vlogs and crafty vlogs and day in life, you're in the right place. So if you haven't already, click the notification bell, subscribe to the channel so you always know when I post and you never miss anything, because that's tea. I will also show you how much I paid for that bedsheet set so that you know that shopping for your fabric at the local thrift store is affordable. It should be. With the price of everything going up, girl, we got to get it where we can. And I love a thrift fabric store, okay? So we're going to start there. Boom. Cut. Let's call this the free fabric section for real. This kind of fabric section. My favorite section, girl. So, oh, this gingham. Never fails, girl. Never find the ones that are half off. But we're gonna ball. We'll see. Gotta check back in a little bit. Update. I only came here for fabric. I got this flat sheet. This like gingham pillowcase. I think it'd be a good lining fabric. And I think this gingham would be a good fabric to like make shorts and clothes out of. That's just close. Yeah, girl, I failed. Staying on task. I'm gonna try these on, see how they go. And we'll report back. Okay, now we back. We're gonna start the programming. The season's trying to take me out. I don't think they're done. Okay, so I spent $26.49. Let's see. Proof. I got that gingham. As she said, like, I can already see. I seen this like shorts pattern I want to try next. Once I get a little confidence, I be thinking I can take on the world. Okay, now that we have the fabric, I am going to show you what I was kind of going through process-wise when it comes to what I wanted to make for my summer vacation. So I'm going to show like the inspo pics that I was seeing on my Pinterest, but also some indie pattern makers that I was hearing a lot about in my research. First one being Cindy Graham and the lane pants pattern. That was all over my TikTok feed, my Instagram feed, and I found a lot of people saying, and even at YouTube, saying the pattern was really easy for beginners. It did run big, but in the scheme of sewing, that's never a bad thing, because if it's big, I can always size down. I can't add fabric. And because I'm tall, I need all the extra length I can get, and having a little extra room on the waist ain't never hurt nobody, because I'm wearing these on vacation. So girl, I plan to eat. Okay, thank you. I'm ordering that steak, Bookie, because I paid for it. All right. So that was fine with me. So I decided to do the lane pants pattern, and I'm gonna take you over to my processing while I cut, figure out what I'm gonna do, things like that. I watched a video on how to like measure myself and things like that. So I did all my measurements already. So now I just need to cut out all my pieces. Okay, fast forward to now. I purchased the lane pants pattern. So happy. printed it at Staples as a blueprint. I learned how to do that on TikTok because I really wanted to start this pattern. For me, I don't want to make the full pant yet because the 100% cotton fabric that I have, I want to try the skyline dress with that. But I do want to hack it and make shorts because I've sketched out kind of how I want my outfit to look, and I want like a short and top set, and I'm gonna kind of like walk you through what I've seen in my head. So I'm thinking of these shorts hacked, and then I found this Laura top by Annie Sewing Studio that I really like, this like ties in the back aspect of that I think will be a cute outfit. Again, I'm gonna be on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. It's gonna be hot, but also I live in Florida, so it's also gonna transfer back for a good, cute summer outfit. Do you see the vision? I also want to say that tomorrow, before me and my friend we go to this maker space, we're also gonna go to the thrift store and source fabric and source outfits. Like, she wants to thrift flip something, and then I, of course, I'm gonna look through the thrift store fabric to see if I can find more items to possibly make more things with. Because right now I only have 2 for sure things I want to make for this trip. But I would love to get more fabric in case something else comes along and, you know, maybe is a better idea. I've seen another pattern that I really want to try, but like, again, I'm a very much beginner. It's the pleated trouser pattern from Sew Academy with Mimi G. Now, am I to that level of sewing yet? No. But you don't know until you try, because it has like darting as pleats, but some cute pleated pants. And at my height, I never can find pants that flood my ankles like that. And finding, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find that kind of fabric at a thrift store, but I would love to try. The woman that I seen, and I'm gonna see if I can find her TikTok, that put me onto that pattern is here, and she modified that pattern to be able to make these pleated trousers or pleated pants, and she used a thrifted curtain. So I fear the possibilities are endless, and it's really scratched a creative itch in my head that I really want to try that, because the flex will be something serious. And then on top of the fact, like, pairing it with one of my handbags would be a really cute, not only content, but like for me mentally being a little girl and just like being able to make her proud that we're able to make our own clothes, as well as pair it with our business's handbags, just really just ties it together. So yeah, we're gonna come along that journey. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going to a makerspace with one of my friends where they'll have sergers, and it's supposed to be like a sewing event. So I'm super excited about that. So I kind of want to get maybe my pieces cut out so that I am able to work on this project while I'm there and be able to use the serger, because I don't have one and I can't right now financially justify buying one because I don't sew garments like that. This will be my first one for myself, and like that's a big investment right now. But to be able to utilize a serger would be nice. Do I know how to use one? Not even a little bit. It's about like almost 1 o'clock. I am watching Sydney Graham's video on how to make boxer shorts, and it's her way of hacking her lane pants pattern. So I have this tissue paper around the house, so I'm going to use that as my pattern for my shorts, and I'm going to trace this out. So if you have any questions on how to do this, she has this tutorial on her YouTube page. Please go check it out, because I am watching it as I do this, and then I at least want to show up to the makerspace with these pattern pieces cut out. I don't want to walk in with all my pieces, to like these big pattern pieces to be trying to do, because I don't really know the vibes. So that's where we are in this portion of it. I'm really excited. I'm really excited. After finishing the core fabrics bag and the all things sewed, my confidence is really high. But this is my first time making a garment, so a little excited but nervous at the same time. Okay, we made it to the makerspace. This place is so dope. I peeped my core fabrics belt bag. It has so many things in here. There's fabric in that room. There's looms. They have sewing machines. They have yarn. Like, it's a free space today. And there must be like a membership. But I'm gonna cut out my lane pants fabric. I love this place. And this table is perfect because I usually cut it out on freaking my floor. So I'm so grateful for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut out. But hey y'all, so I'm back, day 2. I'm home, it's about 9 o'clock. I'm listening to my audiobook while sewing. Let me show you what I've done so far. I have added the pocket, so I've sewn it down. The pocket's in. I've base stitched this here. I'm following the lane pants pattern, but of course these are the shorts I cut. I'm doing the size 20 lane pants, but my hand can fit in here comfortably, so I'm really excited about that. Yes. Now I'm going to work on, I just messed it up. I'm gonna work on sewing this to the back piece. If I can at least get that done today, that'd be dope. I wasn't able to use the serger yesterday, so I'm using like zigzag stitches right now to finish my raw edges. And I'm hoping that'll do what it need to do right now. All right. But I'm super, super proud of myself for getting this pocket on, like sewing a pocket bag and getting that on. So far, it's really, really simple, really, really good. All right, y'all. It is currently 11:18 on June 24th. I have added the waistband to my lane pants, right? And I thought I have elastic here at the house, but I realized the elastic size that I have is just a 1-inch elastic, not the 1.5 inch elastic that the pattern calls for. But I just don't want to go back and grab any, truthfully. Now the channel and the seam allowance for all of this is a 1/2 inch. These look really, really big, honestly. I'm hoping once I add this elastic in here, it kind of shrinks it up. I'm gonna add this elastic, and then we gotta do the hem. And I'm gonna give you my thoughts on what I would definitely do different next time. Not only to make myself shorts, but also when I'm making pants. I don't really know how to tailor things down, but I know probably moving forward, now that I've tried it out, I think watching a few more other videos from some other creators, I could probably, fix the rise how I want it and get the pants a little bit, not tight, but tapered around the leg. You know what I mean? So let me see if I can, let me try these on for y'all. Now y'all probably only gonna see y'all not gonna see all of me, okay? I need to make sure they can pull up over my butt when I pull them on. So, and then here goes the pocket bags. They hang kind of long, so I have to be mindful of that when I'm creating this hem. But this is what it looks like with no elastic. To me, once I add the elastic, I'm gonna shorten this hem a little bit more. What's it called, inseam? Is a little long for me. And unless I'm pulling it all the way up to my boobs, that's not gonna happen. So I'm probably gonna bring this hem up some more, because if you walk with me, Once this becomes tapered in, okay, that's gonna give me what I want. But I don't want them that long. Right now, they're like a little bit above my knee. And that's not kind of what I want. I want it a little bit higher because it's so loose around the thigh. I'm fine with it being loose around the thigh, which is good. But because these are flat sheets, these already had a very large hem. I want to say this is about 4-inch hem because these are a flat sheet. So I'm probably going to take it up a little bit more just because I don't want the inseam that long. These feel like pants I used to wear. Like, okay, I'm a millennial, right? Y'all remember back in the day when we was in middle school, we used to wear plaid pants to school? Like, plaid pants. And you know them pants had to come before your knees. For dress code, you know how to put your hands out like this? Yeah, I don't have to do that no more. I'm grown. So, I'm a height this up some. And you gotta also think I wanna do a top with it. So, and I want it to be cute. As I said, I only have a 1-inch elastic. I don't know if that's gonna make a big difference. But because, girl, we trying new things, we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see. So let me measure out this elastic and try to fight tooth and nail to get it through because I don't have really large safety pins, and I'm also supposed to be up early tomorrow because I'm going to celebrate my girl's birthday, so I need to be up early. And why your girl decided, well, honestly, in my defense, I retwisted my hair. So I put my hair in 2-strand twist because I'm gonna be out and about tomorrow, and the twists I had in were very much dookie braid, gave very much under the wig twist, not out in a wild twist. So I had to fix that first because I'm not gonna be walking around like who shot John. No, I'm not walking around like that. So I had to fix that first. And I was lollygagging when I got home. So I haven't been on my Zoom. I was on TikTok doing too much. And then I decided to lock in and do my hair. So this should have been done. And like I said, I was lollygagging. Like, the way things were set up for today, I basically should have came home and did nothing else but make that, do my hair, and nothing else in between. I ate, which I needed to do anyway. And I also, main thing was I was on TikTok, and I didn't need to be on TikTok. You know, I try to go on there and maybe post some content, interact with some people, and get off. Girl, I'll be on there deep scrolling. Let me get this elastic through. I'm thinking I might have to go get a bigger elastic. 1 1/2 inch elastic. I think that what should be in here. I think this 1 inch is it's gonna be laughable. And I think the channel is meant for, that thick, long elastic. So this may have to wait. I may not be able to just go with what I want it to be right now because I want it to scrunch up so it can fit my waist like I want it. So this is gonna have to be on hold until I can get to the craft store. And I was just there. That's what pissed me off. But anyway, that's where we are with this. Doing good. Super proud of how my first pair of pants came out. I just, like I said, need to add the elastic and then we can do the hem. And then in our next video, we're gonna figure out what top we're gonna do with this. Because I want the pants and the top to make sense and be cohesive. I want to be comfortable, of course, but I don't want this long pant and this cutesy top. So like I said, I'm gonna trim it in and figure out how I can taper the pants. Right here. There's a hem right here. You see that? But I think that's where I want the shorts to hit. I think that will be way better than the current length. This is the current length. This is what they are with that hem tucked in all the way around. And then I also have the pocket, and I don't want the pocket bag to show, so I think that'll work perfect. So I think that's as far as I'm going to crop it. I'm sorry, my mirror's dirty. That's the part, I think that's where my hem's gonna sit. And I think that'll work great. Now I'm gonna go sew the elastic on these, and I'm gonna hem these up. And all right, the pants are complete. Here she is in all her glory. All done, super cute. Pocket installed. So happy how these came out. They're super comfy. I did this kind of in a size 20. This hem ended up being 3 inches, but that's because there was already a hem. Because like I said before, this was a flat sheet. Any changes I probably would just do better with the hem. I probably should have rolled it more precisely. And like you can see the little pucker here, but I'm not too mad at it as it being my first time. I tried to do top stitching on the elastic. This is my first time ever doing that. I don't know if I did that well, but we'll see when they go in the wash. So now I just need to figure out what top pattern I want to choose to go with these shorts. So if you have any ideas, just drop them in the comments. I would love to see Thank you so much for watching this video. That's it for now. Catch me in part 2 where we find the top to match these new shorts. If you really enjoyed this content, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it. Let's add some more people to the family, and we're gonna keep chugging along. So that really just built my confidence up even more. So I'm really excited for the next pattern we get to do together. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all be safe, have a great day, and don't forget to stay crafty, girl. Bye.